Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tale of the tape. There can only be one Lomachenko fighting as a featherweight. There can only be one Lomachenko. Ukraine. Zhu the Monster Khan fighting out of...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Todd.
And that's the opening bell, round 1. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Nice job by him to block that jab. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter brings a barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like fighting a hornet's nest.
You're fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp. Concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
That hook doesn't score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Talk about Loma in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Win this round. Yeah, everything.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
Just be switched off. Get your mind back on the job. That was a terrible one.
The gaps will appear and he'll start tying up. Good work, you.
You're much better. He's not even in your league. Come on, slip.
Here we go. Round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Zhu Khan, the monster, in trouble. How are they still standing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Straight right just misses. Very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Misses with that jab. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Just stay focused.
Get back out there and win the round. You don't...
Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time.
Smack. You gotta get out there.
And there's the bell for round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it and you've got to be confident.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he misses with that straight left. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Loma in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Relax, relax. The jab's working now.
Stick him in the end of your jab and then start gathering your pace and get your momentum.
Stay focused.
Here we go to the 4th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He threw a punch and just got countered. They exchanged punches. The straight right just misses. Do you believe this? You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Khan just got caught. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought he's not.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. talk about Loma in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Good work. That's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back. Good work.
Listen, don't worry about it. Don't worry about that.
The right hand's beautiful.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These two were made for each other. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four, five. Continue.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Throws the jab, but does not score. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Catch and shoot. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight.
They believe their fighter.
Here we go in the 6th round. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not and twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
You'd like to see more jabs. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch out, but thought there might be more action here. Straight right just misses. Good counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Loma in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the...
There's the bell to start round 7. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Which fighter will say no mas? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be
Back, and then we'll go again. Right. Let's go out there.
No, he's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go.
You turn around on your job.
There's the bell to start round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around us. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice counter shot. Better start respecting each other's punching power. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Neither fighter willing to slow down. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.